Okay, so I didn't bring my normal camera with me, so y'all are gonna have to bear with me today. But let's stay behind the scenes with me as I do like a whole modeling gig. My first time in my like adult life, not my kid life. Maybe not my first time, but you know it's been a while. So I just got to the studio. I had to blow my hair out. Lord knows that I tried to give them a good canvas to work with. Um, and so I'm at Stephen X studio, and he's actually going to be the one who shoots us. Um, and he's an HBCU grad, so we celebrate. This is like the little sitting area. It's nice. He got a reception. This is him right here. That's exciting. So let's walk through the studio. And I can't believe I didn't bring my actual camera. Oh, look at that. We doing nails? Well, my nails are already done, but. Ooh. Oh, and that's a photographer. Oh, what's going on in here? Oh, this is Ingrid. She's the creative director.
Hey, everybody.
She's why we're here. Oh, look at all this hair. I'm excited. I'm geeked.
Good time.
I'm like, I haven't had anything done with my hair besides a wash and go or this in a long time. Oh, we got some kitchen action because we like snacks. Okay, and so I think this is where we're gonna be shooting at. Wow, this is so beautiful. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. So there's like multiple like, not me like, oh, I need to come in here and shoot like other things, right?
Yeah, it's nice.
This is Tamala, like Tamala Mann. She's a director. She's into film. We celebrate this. And look at this big bow. We like a bow. Okay. Okay, so this was my original look that we ended up actually changing after the fact. I still had the one shoulder, obviously, but she changed the skirt because it was a little droopy. Wow. Look at these faces. Giving the people what we need. Yes.
Over here, baby.
And do, yes. Giving them eyes. Yes, ma'am. She over here looking like her husband's in here with us. Wait a minute. Okay.
I'm sorry, they're in a box. They're in a box. Like the little flat boxes.
I'll tell you what, there is nothing more beautiful than black women. Look at this room. Look at this room. Come on, Browse. This coffee was the most coveted thing for me in the world because I did not have anything before I got there, and I was up hella early, but this one got messed up. And this is the look that I draped. I draped this fabric directly on her, and your girl was like, okay, so I might have a gift in draping, dare I say. But now let's talk a little bit about what this experience was about. That was my hairstyle. This was my look. After my makeup, I still had to be styled with my jewelry, but then it was lunchtime. When I tell you guys, so I was up at probably like, I think I woke up at like 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. And anyone who knows me or who's kept up with my content knows that I am not a morning person. You guys already know that your girl be struggling in the morning. So by the time that we ate, I think it was like 3 o'clock, which means that I had been up from 7 in the morning, surviving on like 2 cups of coffee. And one of the cups was even questionable because it was filled with coffee grinds. But everybody got hair and makeup done before we did eat, and I think that was wise because by the time that we were at this point, we ate, and then it was time for us to actually dispose. But I was on set with people who did modeling for norms, that were actresses that were already involved with this scene. And the person who I showed you, Ingrid, she is nurse of hair on these internet streets, but she actually found me because of the Pictionary situation that I did with my husband, and she invited me to do this shoot. And I was really like a fish out of water. These were all of the looks, and this was us getting set up to sit down and do the final shoot. And it was really cool because everybody looked incredible. Everyone looked amazing. These were all hair designs and truly hair artistry as well as makeup artistry from these people, these artists that I should say, who came in. And so this was supposed to be kind of remaking The Last Supper with all Black women. And we were different shades. We wore different shades. Our hair looked very different. I was obviously giving us Muse from Hercules. If you have not seen it, I'm talking about the Disney version. So definitely check it out. But yes, if you look at us, and our ages range from anything, I think the youngest was 18 or 19 and on up to someone who was in their late 40s, early 50s. This was such an incredible way to kick off Black History Month. I don't care who's celebrating Black history and who is not, because I'm Black, I'm a Black woman. So one thing about me is I'm always going to celebrate who I am and what I represent. So being on set with these incredibly beautiful, talented, and really kind women was exactly what I needed in order to kick things off. And so, of course, this was everybody's final look. Everyone looked beautiful. And then this was the look, or rather, this was the pose that we did for our actual photos. And then this is, again, the creative director with all of her looks that she did. And then what we've been waiting for is my final looks. And so these were the individual photos that I had done. I really felt very awkward. I never want to lie to you all and be like, oh, yeah, I was out there killing it. And yeah, it was amazing. And it was an amazing experience. It was extremely uncomfortable for me because even though I make clothes and I'm often photographing the clothes, the truth of the matter is that as my body is continuing to change and grow, I'm not someone who is incredibly comfortable in front of the camera. It's really hard for me to do things like this. Even the day-to-day stuff of just like being in front of the camera, it's still really hard for me. But it was really an affirming experience as well, because as we were all doing our individual photos, everyone was cheering for us. Like all of the other women were surrounding us and giving us our props. And literally, as I was doing my photos, people were standing outside of the door and they were giving another woman her flowers. This was such a beautiful experience. Okay, so yes, I know that I'm recording this outro in a completely different area than what I recorded the rest of the video, but I just wanted to give a little bit more context to what I was doing and everything like that. So that was a photo shoot, again, representing, or in essence, doing a creative photo shoot for The Last Supper that was with Black women. And it was really dope. It was an editorial photo shoot, and I am really excited to have been a part of it, even though I was really uncomfortable because, baby, those women were professionals. And it's hard for me to be in an environment where let me see how to say this. I feel like when I was a kid, I used to always be told that like I was really pretty and stuff like that. And I made it a point that I wanted to be known for being something other than pretty. Not that I don't think that I'm pretty. Yay, wonderful. But I always wanted to be known as someone who was smart, who was creative. And that was like the first descriptor when it came to me. So seeing myself as like almost like just a pretty face is kind of hard for me. And of course, that's not what I feel like I was representing there. And this is even hard for me to verbalize. But it was a really fun experience. And I do think that it's okay to be multifaceted, and it's okay to just show up and have your beauty celebrated now that I'm an adult who has been known as being smart, who's been known as being creative, who's been known as doing these other things. Also, all of the garments that you see us in were hand draped on set. Like that's what we did. We were hand draping things. And so it was really a cool experience to even do that. I've worked in costumes before on like for high school sets, but never for something like this. And y'all, holler at your girl if you need an on-set stylist, because babe, that was fun. That was a good time. The draping was really fun. I had an awesome time talking to the people who were working in costume, because those people, again, were professionals. Like, they've been doing costume direction locally. They've traveled and done it. So very, very dope experience. And I know that this is not the normal content that I share. So if you made it this far, shout out to you and thank you so much. With that, y'all already know what I'm about to say. Happy sewing and honestly, happy styling.